What's up, everybody? It's Dream Trades, and I'm back today with another recap. I only traded two stocks today. I traded Fubo and SPY, but I'm just gonna recap. No, not SPY. I traded Fubo and PLTR, and both winning trades. But I'm only gonna recap the Fubo trade because PLTR wasn't really much of anything for you to see. Like it just wasn't that great. But came out profitable on both of them. And yeah, so let's get into the recap. Alright, so this is the daily chart right now for Fubo. And just to give you the big picture of the stock, it for around last year it squeezed up, and then it had another push up, and then it's just been on a downtrend ever since, right? And then yesterday, May 11th, it's still continuing on that downtrend, but for whatever reason, it had above average volume and a large candle right here. And then afterwards, going on to the 4 hour, I guess they had really good earnings, it seemed like. They had good earnings. And because of the good earnings report, they had pushed all the way back up to this key level that I had found back on the daily chart. And that key level is that orange resistance right here. You see you have a touch. Let me highlight that for you real quick. The rectangle. So you have touches here, also touches here. Oh, wait, oops. That's not the right level. Okay, so we had touches here, we had a touch right here, and then it's kind of this entire area right here. All levels that the stock price has interacted with and either bounced off of or got rejected, and it came up to that level again during the pre-market. Oh my goodness. And it came up during the pre-market, so he pushed all the way up, and then it got rejected at this level again, and it never came back up. So this is on the 4 hour chart right now, and let me go down to the 1 hour so you can see it better. Same thing again. Had a strong day, closed at the high, pushed up, got rejected by this key level that I highlighted. And because of that rejection, I said that my plan for this stock was either going to be to take the breakout above 22.5, because if it's breaking a key level, then that definitely means it has moved to run. But just because that it closed at the high after a really strong day with high volume and then pushed up a whole 26% pre-market. 26% pre-market just because it had good earnings. That was it. Anytime something pushes up that high, the only thing that's on my mind is people are gonna profit take on it. So I'm gonna take it on the downside and try to get a gap fill down below. And what I mean by a gap fill, for people who don't know, it means that when the stock gaps up and it opens much higher than the previous close, for the most part, it's going to fill that gap and try and come back down. So this is you see the pre-market chart right now, but I'm gonna turn it off, and then I'm gonna go down to the 15-minute chart. So the stock, it opened up here, right? You can see it opened up here, and I wanted to take the gap fill down to here, and then so with that gap fill, it's a downward gap fill, so I want to take the stock on the downside, especially because it got rejected by that 22.5 level, and then it was already up over 20% pre-market off of just earnings alone. So yeah, that's what I did. And then obviously I make sure to highlight all the individual levels that you can see that are clear, heading down on the way to the to the close of the gap. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's how I built my trade idea. And if it really wanted to keep moving, if it wanted to squeeze up, the only way I would have taken the trade is if it crossed above that key level again, because it got rejected. And then if it broke out, then that means that it really, really wants to move. But yeah, so let me get into the actual entry and exit points of like how the trade went. So go on a 5-minute chart. So same thing again, push up, rejection, came down, it started finding a support right around here at 2050 during pre-market. You have a bounce right here, and another test right here. So it's a clear support because 2 to 3 touches, that's how you always find a support and resistance. And obviously the more the better. And so I decided that that's gonna be my entry point because I want it to break down. And then I found another level on the 30-minute right here, because you need to figure out where you're gonna enter and where you're gonna exit your trade. So I wanted to take it at the next level, right under 20.50, and it was right around here, touch here, kind of range around here. So yeah, it broke below. It opened up here, came down. It was just testing the support over and over, so I didn't really enter until I got a clear break of the support and with higher volume. So you can see that it clearly broke because this is the candle that I entered on. And if you look down here at the volume, you can see it's way higher than the rest of them. Most of the time when you're looking for a breakout, you want average or above average volume. You never want anything below, or else you could get faked out, or you could it might just become a losing trade. And the other thing that kind of confirmed, giving more confirmation to enter, was just the fact that again it bounced off of the support right here, pushed up, and then got rejected again. And this is a strong rejection because it opened out here, and you can see that this is a big candle, from 20.73 all the way up to 21.10. So that's almost a 40 cent candle right there. And it pushed all the way up and then still closed at a lower price. So I entered on this one after it pushed up, and I noticed it coming down and getting ready to break, and it was moving fast. So I entered with 3 contracts at 0.84, and then closed my trade right here, and then on this candle right here, because I wanted to get out at 19.76. It didn't come down all the way, but just because it was approaching it, and like I always say, support and resistances, they're not always lines, they're more ranges. So yeah, it came close enough to it, and I decided to start scaling out of my position. So I exited 2 contracts right here on this arrow, and then I exited my last contract right here on this one before it looked like, because it looked like it wanted to reverse. Because when you start getting topping tail, or yeah, like not topping tails, bottoming tail candles, so it just shows that alright, there's buyer strength starting to pick up. So it was this one, because remember, I'm watching the candles form as I'm in the trade, so I'm actively like making decisions as each candle is forming on when I want to exit and when I want to enter. So yeah, I noticed that this one is like, okay, it's starting to find a support. So let me exit out my position completely, but I'm gonna wait till the candle closes, and then I'm gonna see how the next one opens. Once the second one opened and it started pushing up a tiny bit, I was out. And yeah, it was a good trade. Made, I don't remember, but I did. It was 0.84, and then I closed at 105. I don't remember the percentage, but it's around 20 something percent. And then last trade I took, I said I wasn't gonna mention it in the intro. It's whatever. Last trade that I took was POTR, Palantir. They also had good earnings, but just like the other stock, Fubo pushed up, and then they didn't really have a strong pre-market, so because it got rejected at this level right here. another key level it got rejected at. One touch right here. See, touch here, touch here, touch here, broke down, and then it pushed up again. We'll go back to the 4 hour. You see it came up, got rejected. So if it got rejected, I'm just gonna take it on the downside because it clearly doesn't want to continue moving up. So yeah, I missed the first move. I missed the first move. So I saw that it bounced off of this support area right here and started kind of moving up a tiny bit with a little volume. With low volume. So it formed a continuation flag, meaning that the price is going to continue. It's just like taking a little breather, a little break. So I drew the trend line, one touch here, and touch here, and touch here, and I just waited for the breakdown. I entered a little bit early, but it was still a good entry because it was an alright entry. I entered right here because I thought it was gonna break, and the candle pushed up, but then it got rejected really strong by this level. So I was safe and I didn't cut my loss. And then I exit out on the move down right here into volume. I could have held it and I could have taken it all the way down because I do like selling right at the levels that I identify, but the stock was moving too slow. It was moving way too slow, and when things are moving slow, I don't like holding them because running weekly contracts and I'm scalping. I just want to get in, I want to get out. And I mean, it was a 3-minute trade, 4-minute trade, got out with 12%. So yeah, easy trades for today. I'm profitable for the week because I didn't make a recap yesterday or the day before. But yeah, those were the 2 trades that I took today. Hope you were able to understand and learn a little bit more about my trading process. This is a quick video, and I'm always gonna try to keep them quick and just really concise, and so you can watch it, learn something, and get on with your day. So yeah, that's about it. Be on the lookout for more recaps, and I also am working on a couple projects, and be on the lookout for those too, because I'm going to be doing a lot of like free YouTube teaching about how to trade options and how to trade stocks, and I'm going to be dropping a couple tutorials and everything like that as well. So yeah, just be ready for that. It's going to be coming soon within the next 1 to 2 weeks. I'm just going to drop video by video. I'm not going to drop it all at once. So yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hi everybody, it's GM Trades. Thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed the content and you were able to learn, like, and subscribe, so I can continue making content related to trading and stocks and options. And yeah, so that's it, and I'll see you in the next video.